What's going on, Vault Dwellers? It's Top Ranking Noob, and I'm back at it again with another helpful video for Fallout 76. Hey, if you guys want to check out some cool Fallout 76 gear, make sure you head on over to U4GM. I'm going to be putting their link down in the description, along with a coupon code that's going to be saving you 5%. Today I wanted to create a video because I did notice that Bethesda did release that hot patch, and the bobby pins are at least no longer weighing 0.1 weight anymore. It seems like they dropped that down. I wanted to test out a couple other things to see if they fixed anything else of significance. And so the purpose of this video is twofold. I'm going to be focusing on cap stashes. One, I wanted to just see if they fixed it to where you could actually do a secondary search on the cap stash, which you could before, but it required jumping through hoops, if you have the cap collector perk card. And two, just as kind of a secondary reason to create this video, is to show some of you viewers some less commonly known cap stash locations. We still have the Nuka-Cola plant and the Poseidon Energy plant, but I just figure I'd go to some of the less commonly known areas. Now that you can't server hop and research those other cap stashes, it's kind of good to know the locations of all of the cap stashes, even the ones that don't have 5, 6, or 7 different ones in one location. So with that being said, let's get started. So I'm here at the Temple of the Winding Path. This is higher up north. I do have my cap collector perk card activated, which is supposed to now allow us to search these containers a second time. There's going to be 2 cap stashes. There should be 2 cap stashes in this particular location. So it's not a lot, but you know, every little bit helps now that it's practically impossible to make money in this game. The first one is up here on the top of this container, and it does look like we're going to get 54 there. That's not a bad number, but it's going to allow us to search it a second time if this ill-mannered scorched dude backs off. Dude, come on now. So they dropped my container down there. Nonetheless, it's going to allow us to search this a second time, 87 caps. That's a pretty good number. I'm pretty impressed with that. We're not going to get that much every single time, but it would be nice. So it does seem, at least at first sight, that they are in fact, they did in fact fix that issue. Let's see if that holds up. So last time when they first released this patch, I was only able to search the containers maybe half the time. And I was under the assumption that it was just completely glitched out. Several of you viewers had mentioned that you can you can do a secondary search on each container as long as you have the cap collector perk card. But you have to actually back away from the container like 20 or 30 feet, something ridiculous, and then go back to it. Now, there should have been a second cap stash that spawned here. I don't know if I just didn't get lucky enough for it to spawn on this particular server, or if they've taken it out of the game completely. At this point, it's really hard to say what they did. I could do a server hop to find out for sure, but since finding every single cap stash isn't the main purpose of this video, I'm just going to move on to the next location. Alright, so now I'm at the Middle Mountain Cabins. This is actually just east of Blackwater by like a hop, skip, and away, Blackwater Mines. I actually had a couple more locations I wanted to show you, but I haven't had any luck with some of the cap stashes. Either I'm really having some bad luck, or they took them out of the game, which wouldn't surprise me if they did. The Middle Mountain Cabins only has 1 cap stash. I still come here all the time because it's so close to Blackwater Mines, which has 2 more. But it's also got quite a bit of like dog food, canned dog food, and some bobbleheads laying around. So inside this cabin, there should be a furnace or an oven. I believe it's called an oven. It's like an old school oven, along with this rad roach that is persistently bothering me. Anyways, inside this cabin, you're going to find an oven, and you should find a cap stash inside this oven. Alright, so here I got 52 caps, but you can see right here, it is not allowing me to do that secondary search. I still have the cap collector perk card equipped, but it's not going to allow me to search this a second time. Now, before I thought it was just a completely bugged out. A lot of you viewers had told me, like, actually, if you back away from the cap stash by 20 or 30 feet, that you should be able to still search this a second time. So obviously, they didn't fix that with the hot patch, the hot hot fix, whatever you want to call it, the crap fix. I didn't say that. I should keep my opinion to myself. You guys can generate your own opinion. Nonetheless, let's run away from this cap stash a bit. That should probably be far enough. And then let's go see if it's going to allow us to actually do that secondary search. Honestly, we shouldn't have to be dealing with this personally. And there I go again, expressing my opinion. This just seems kind of like a stupid thing that we got to do here. But as we approach it a second time, you can see that now I have the option to do the secondary search for 75 caps. 75 caps, that's still a pretty good cap stash by itself. But with these problems, I personally got to question if this is even worth our time unless they get it fixed. Given the fact that they've given these vendors all the plans and everything but skyrocketed the price, it really seems to me like they're deliberately trying to sponge up all the caps off of the market. Alright, so here we are at Blackwater Mines, which is literally just to the west. We got 2 more cap stashes here. One thing I did notice, and I've seen people type this in the chat as well, I had over like 200 or 300 rounds of shotgun ammo, and right now I'm practically out, so I guess it's a good thing that I came to Blackwater to pick some more up. That seems like a common issue too. Now here I'm actually running into another issue that I've seen several of you guys mention in the chat. I have not come to the Blackwater Mines to pick up the cap stashes for about 2 days now. So it's been about 2 days since I've been here. And right now there's no caps inside that cap stash. So it seems like these are, not only can we not collect them over and over again, which is okay, that's fine. You can get over it. We can't farm them. But it seems like the reset timer is way longer than just a day now. Nonetheless, there's 2 of them over here. So another thing I'll point out is this rad scorpion has chased me all the way from the middle mountain cabins, whatever it's called. These guys are still chasing us like way too far. Where is it? What is it? The middle mountain? I mean, look how far this guy has chased me. Middle mountain cabins all the way to Blackwater. Still hasn't left me alone. Just basically forcing me to kill it rather than run off. Let's see here. So, as I said, I kind of need some more shotgun ammo, and as luck would have it, there is none. Nonetheless, we'll run away from that first cap stash and just see if we can search it a second time. So, no, it's empty, and it's not going to let us search it a second time. Let's see if maybe I just didn't run far enough back, maybe? Like I said, it's been about 2 days since I've come here. This container should have refreshed by now. 2 days is more than enough time. Again, though, I've seen several of you mention this in the chat where it's been over 30 hours or so and it still hasn't reset for you. Apparently, I'm experiencing the same thing. So I don't know if this is just a PC issue or if it's the same with console. But here's the second cap stash, and I'm having the same problem. I'm not even going to run away from this. I'm just going to assume that it's going to work just as well as the first cap stash here. So all in all, it looks like this hotfix didn't really fix much of anything. I got a wealth of other locations that I was hoping to check out today, but given the results from this so far, it doesn't seem like the hotfix fixed anything as far as cap stashes go. I guess we can just say, hey, the good news is our bobby pins don't weigh as much because that was a massive deal. Nonetheless, hey, if you guys know of any other cap stash locations that we might need to know about now that we can't do the grind, let us know down in the chat. I want to see if I can get a map-wide cap stash run together, and I don't want to miss any more cap stashes than I absolutely have to. So if you guys know of any other locations that I didn't cover yet in any of my videos, or even if you're not sure if I covered it, let us know down in the chat. I'd really appreciate it. We'll see if over the next couple of days I can get a solid cap stash run going. I do appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you all next time.